This poor family and Krampus trapped inside by a blizzard, no power, huddling for warmth, hunted by some giant horned creature. Sounds like a Christmas nightmare, right? Except for the fact that that's every Christmas in Canada. Suck it up, America. Krampus. And yes, you have to say it like an Eastern European vampire, because otherwise it just doesn't sound that intimidating. Oh my god, it's Krampus! So just put your arms above your head and take deep breaths. They'll go away. Krampus is brought to us by Michael Dougherty, the man who brought us the quirky, creative, and original Trick or Treat, a genuinely freaky movie, but this time, it's not a Halloween horror movie. Now that's too easy, so why not do a Christmas horror movie? No, seriously, why not? I mean, think about all the Christmas horror movies that have been made. I mean, just off the top of my head, you've got Black Christmas, Gremlins, Reindeer Games. Oh. You have to admit, as long as we're not talking about Reindeer Games, Christmas and horror really do go together. They're already over the top and a lot of fun, and add on top of that an ancient monster. And you can count me in. I really wanted to see what kind of movie Dougherty was going to make. Think about the directions he could go with this film. He could go dark, but family friendly, like Joe Dante. He could pay tribute to B movies with tongue-in-cheek humor like my boy Sam Raimi, or he could go full horror, like the series of merry murder movies that we've had over past Christmases. The point is, just have fun with it. And that's really what you see in Krampus. Dougherty clearly had fun making this movie. But I also saw the fact that he didn't really know what kind of movie he wanted to have fun making. So I'm waiting in the theater, ready to open my present. What's it gonna be? A video game? A sweater? Then you open it up, you watch the movie, and you get one of these. Yeah, you think it's kind of cool, you even laugh maybe, but then a week later you think, what the crap am I going to do with this again? And that really encapsulates my biggest criticism about this film. It couldn't really pick a direction. I thought it could be over the top and goofy, and it was. I thought it could be funny, and yeah, I laughed out loud, and I thought it could be a genuinely scary horror movie, and at least it was over the top and funny. Okay, so there are two major aspects that I really want to criticize about this film, because I was very much disappointed with the horror aspect of the movie as well. And now, while some will say that the mild PG-13 rating obviously had a lot to do with denouncing the blood and gore, it brings up two interesting points. Number one, why not make a rated R horror movie like Trick or Treat? And number two, Gremlins, which was PG, actually had some genuinely scary moments, unlike Krampus. Now, while the scares may not be on the same level as Gremlins, I can't believe I just said that. The fact of the matter is, Gremlins is clearly a huge influence on Dougherty, and especially this film. Or specifically, the creature design of Chris Wallace. I absolutely loved this touch, as Dougherty and his creature designer Tron Ma went old school, as in 80s, as in practical effects, at least for 90% of the film. And as a result, this 80s kid loved seeing all those twisted holiday creatures. And I'm not talking about your drunken uncle either. No, I'm talking about jack-in-the-boxes that eat you whole, demonic teddy bears, and creepy angel puppets. For once, the Christmas nightmare isn't your drunken uncle. I already said that. I have some family issues. These little horror sequences were a blast, which is what horror movies should be. They were a throwback to a great yet forgotten cinematic era of horror and comedy, and they are Krampus's for the win. Unfortunately, not everything was practical effects, and therefore the CG Ginger Dead Men really took you out of the movie. They were just too over the top and a little low budget. And even things that were practical effects, like the special effects makeup on the Krampus himself, were a little wooden. Again, like the creepy puppets, I thought that the creature design of the Krampus was really cool, but when we finally got to see a close-up of the face, he was kind of stuck in this position. I just had dental surgery. It wasn't just the Krampus's face that was wooden. To no surprise, the characters in this film really are one-dimensional, and nobody really got any kind of performance out of it. Sure, I wanted Adam Scott and David Koechner to be funnier, but I really wish that Alison Tolman, fresh off her success of Fargo, had more to do in this movie. But that's because, let's be honest, they're not really characters, they're just Krampus fodder, and in that respect, Dougherty did an amazing job. I hated almost every single one of these characters, and couldn't wait for them to die. Except the baby. The baby was really cute. So while there were cute moments, clever moments, creepy moments, including really creepy snowmen just outside their window, which is a prank I might have to try on my neighbors. And while there was an actual moral to the story and subtext, believe it or not, it just wasn't enough. I really felt that Krampus couldn't pick a direction, and because of that, the film suffered. As soon as I got into a moment, it was gone. I wanted it to go more Army of Darkness or maybe even Gremlins, but instead it went in the direction of Burn It. Poll question, what is your favorite dark Christmas movie? As always, leave your answers in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe to Real School, follow me on Twitter, and of course, if you get anything out of Real School, you can always give a little back. Just click the link, and you can become a Real School patron. But until next time, school's out.